Hello, this is Storyline Reading. I just heard this story. I just saw this story on my phone a little bit earlier. We have a man who murdered his three sons for whatever reason it might have been. And I'm just going to do a storyline reading on why this man felt it was okay to murder his children. His name is Chad, so let me just find him. This man, Chad, from Ohio. He murdered his three sons. Okay, come on, keep acting up. Show a picture of him. Here's a picture of this man. Can you see him? On the camera. So let's just see what his problem was, universe. What made this man murder his three sons? We already know he didn't love his children, because you don't murder or kill and harm what you love, and that's a fact. So we got the little children, three of them, three little sons. Okay, from Claremont County, Ohio, right? I guess that's where he was at. He's been indicted for killing his three sons. So he did, they say he accused, but he did kill them. Because the mother said he did it. So they saying accused, he did it. Not accused. Accused seemed like you wondering if it happened. No, the wife said he did it, and he did it. Okay, so I think they was real gentle with him. Real gentle. And usually the police, they like kill people who didn't even do anything. And then this man killed three of his sons, and they handled him with kid gloves. This man got it easy. Some people, they just didn't even do anything, and they get shot and mowed down. This man got it real easy. So I thought that was just amazing to me, to see the cop talking to him, talking about, man, what happened or something like that, like they friends. You're not friends with him. You shouldn't be being all gentle with him after he just murdered his kids. Something was wrong with that picture. When I saw that on video, I said, oh, okay, that's how it is. He get handled with kid gloves when he done murdered his three sons, those poor kids. Yeah, let me just say, I don't see his age, and I don't need to know all of that. You don't have to know all of that. That's all you need to know, that he murdered his children, and that's bad. His bail is set for $20 million. Look like he crying in court. I don't know what he crying in court for. What you crying in court for? Okay. Let's see. Let me just go to this story. I'm going to try to make it short. Ain't no way it could be sweet, because this is terrible tragedy what this man did to these babies. So, he's a terrible excuse for a father, I tell you that much. Because a father's job is to protect. You hear people say that the police are supposed to protect, but a father's job is to protect. The papa bear of the household, of the family, of the children. And he was everything but that. He was a monster. Okay? So there's no way he should see out on these streets again. No way he should see these streets unless he's looking from his cell window. Okay? So this is the Brass Love One Healer Tarot. Let me do a short storyline reading on this man. And I can say this right now without God even giving me any cards. Because God going to give me some cards and a story about this man and his problem. But I'm saying what I feel as me as a person. I don't feel that man was insane no kind of way. I don't feel he was high or insane. Now, we'll see if God bring anything in the storyline to let me know that if he was or not. But I feel myself personally, before God give me anything, that this man wasn't insane. He knew just what he was doing. He knew how to pick up the gun, how to load the gun, how to hunt his children down, how to line them up or whatever he did, how to make the decision to shoot them. That don't sound like somebody insane. It sound like you know just what you're doing. Just like I put my computer here, I hooked the microphone up, I sit here, I arrange my clothes. He knew just what he was doing. Get what I'm saying? Premeditated. He knew just what he was doing with every act that he committed, and that was 3 of them. Even chasing his little boy down or whatever he did, supposed to have been. Right? So, I don't want to hear about this man was insane. Don't try to put this man in some mental hospital for half of his time. He needs to go in there with the big boys in the prison. With the big boys. Get what I'm saying? Somebody who his size. Instead of him picking on little bitty babies. Get what I'm saying? Because anybody can beat a baby. Get what I'm saying? He need to get in there with the big boys. Period. Give him what he deserves. Throw him in the lion's den. Okay, now, because I love children. I don't have no pity for this man whatsoever. He deserves everything he gets. Because he didn't have any pity for those babies. So let's just go from there. Like I said, I'm the Brass Love One, Healer Tarot here on YouTube. Yeah, I'm a sweetheart, but I stand up for children and I stand up for right. Wrong is wrong, right is right. This channel is about spiritual justice, and God gonna make sure he get his. If the law don't do it, God is gonna do it. Believe that thing. Because the law had flaws in it, but God is gonna handle this man. So he gonna get handled one way or the other. Because God gonna get him. If the law don't get him, if the law do get him, God still gonna handle this man spiritually. Get what I'm saying? He's gonna get his. God gonna get God's justice. He murdered these babies. God's little angels. Get what I'm saying? Okay? Let's just flow. What is it for this man? I see deck 2. I don't know. I don't see deck 2, but this was jumping out at me. I see the weekend. I don't know when he did it, but I see the weekend right here. Something about the weekend. Let's flow. You seen it. He might have saw something. I don't know what he saw. You seen it. You seen it and he seen it too. Wait a minute. You seen it and he or she seen it too. Something he might have saw over the weekend or heard over the weekend. Anything like that maybe? Oh, weekend. I don't know. Let's just flow. 9. Where's 9? Why is 9 hiding? That shows that somebody was hiding. Somebody was hiding or somebody was hiding something. Because I can't find my 9. Where's my 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where's my 9? There's 10, 11, 12, 13. Here you are. Dang, it was right in sight. Okay, so I gotta go with. So I was trying to hide something that was right in sight. If that makes sense. Because I'm like doing all my counting, but I didn't see my 9. Even though my 9's sitting here. That's crazy. Okay, let's flow. He was a shark. Look what God said. God know this man. He was a shark to those babies. So these cards here are healing of the soul cards when you hurt someone to the core or you murder them. These are abuse cards. Some of them are light green and you're just going to hear me say it. This is deck 15. Why is deck 15 up there? Okay. I said deck 2. This is not deck 2, but this is the one that I got. So I'm going to go with this one anyway because this is the one my hand went on. I got them in the wrong places. Okay, this say deck 15 though. Okay, deck 15. So we got 9-15. Maybe something happened 9-15. Something happened 5-19. Something happened 1-59. 9-15. Could be part of an address, a phone number, a birthday, an address, or whatever, a court date, or whatever it could be. Let's just flow. These are when you abuse someone or someone abuse you. I'm going to try not to be long. So let's just flow. This man was a shark to the babies. Can you see these cards? Okay. God wanted him to have a wise mind and don't go in fast like a sailor. But he went in fast and he was a shark. Him, his wife, one of the kids, one of them had something on the skin. Bruises, pimples, freckles, dimples, burns, eczema, rashes, something is on the skin, tattoos, follow me, anything. He had deep feelings about something because he looked at his children. Look at the cards as a liability. So we have right here that he blaming things on being a monster. Didn't you hear me say this man was a monster? Look at that. Look at the card. That if he wasn't adopted, if this man wasn't adopted, he was raised by his parents, but his parents didn't show him the love he needed. Get what I'm saying? If he wasn't adopted. Look at the next one. God know this man. Look at the next one. He couldn't control himself in his own skin. Can you see that card? God knows this man. Maybe he liked fashion, or his wife, or whoever. Unfortunately, something didn't smell right to him. Follow me? Or to his wife. Here it is. When you lose a spouse to death, you are free. But he didn't lose his wife to death, so maybe they was going to break up. Anything like that, because his wife is alive. Follow me? He need to heal himself by coming forward to the law and tell the truth, mister. Parents should not walk away. Look what it's saying. Parents shouldn't walk away. So some kind of way, maybe they was broken up. They was going to break up, or anything as far as a breakup. Get what I'm saying? Because the children had both parents there. So maybe that's going to break up. Something like that. Follow me? Parents shouldn't walk away. That means one of them going to walk away if they break up. Get what it's saying with this card. Will I ever know who born me? This usually be people actually who are adopted and who go on, their parents is not in sight and they don't know who born them. They don't know who their parent is. So I got to put this with the babies. Will I ever know who born me? Because they thought they knew their father, but they didn't know their father. Because this would be the children in the spirit. Will I ever know who born me? Because they thought they knew their father, but they didn't know their father. Because look at the card. Will I ever know who born me? Because they thought they knew who born them. Get what the card's saying. Okay. This card. This is going to have to be for the mother. Depression is not meant for a lifetime, because she's going to be depressed for a little while, however long it is. But after a while, God wants her to choose her to come back and function as a human. And sometime God wants her to bring herself back out of depression. And God wants her to choose her to function. And she's going to choose her. Get what it's saying? Because she bruised inside from this. Get what it's saying? She bruised inside. But she's going to have to be calm after a while and conquer this thing. Get what God's saying for her. So we have right here that he was going to get what do it says? What it takes to get, he was going to get to where, let me say this card right. What it take, he was going to do what it takes to get to where he needed to go. He needed to watch the ocean. God saying right here, you can relax. Relaxation music. Relaxation. You can kind of, calm yourself. But he decided to act now. Get what it's saying? He decided to act now. Because he wanted him and his wife, to survive. We survived. He wanted them to survive. So he acted now because maybe they wasn't going to survive, because I think it seemed like they might was breaking up or anything like that. He was dealing with something tangible that he is going to be handling in a discreet manner. It was going to be some talking about it, or it might have been some talking about it. So what was tangible would have been the children, I feel. Discreet manner. I feel it was the children. Who gonna get the children? Anything about the children, maybe. Talking about it. Then some sound was made, whatever sounds they made. Maybe he got brown eyes. One of the children, his wife. One of them say, I can't do it. One of them. Whatever that might be, because some kind of way he needed to filter his ways. Maybe his wife's emotions down. This is like, oh, I don't even like how this storyline feel. I don't like how this feel. It seems like his wife was leaving. divorcing, leaving, breaking up. She didn't die, so we can't. This is a death card, but I can turn it around to divorce or breaking up because she's alive. Get what I'm saying? So it seemed like they might have been breaking up maybe. Okay, it says right here manslaughter. Right? So the manslaughter card simply means he committed manslaughter, but he handled something fast and did something without a cause. Right? He had brown eyes, his wife or one of the children. He said he can, or his wife said she couldn't with something, whatever it was. Okay? It says he's going to handle something in a discreet manner, something that was tangible. And that would be the children, I feel. Because it was time for him to act now. He's going to act now and handle something that was tangible because his wife said, I can't. Right? I can't do it, or whatever she was saying she can't to. Because he wanted them to survive. We survived. He wanted them to survive, but they wasn't surviving. He wanted her to act now so we can survive. That means don't break up with me or whatever he talking about with that. Follow me? He needs to be responsible for himself, though. I see a card that say that. That's why I'm saying it. He need to filter his ways and stop tearing down his wife's emotions. So it says right here, he didn't notice that the children existed for a bigger reason than what he thought. I'm ready to be guided to my path. So this usually goes with the person who talking, the person who what is this? What is this? His card? What his wife card? I gotta see for. Let me see what come behind it. He saw something over the weekend, or his wife did, whatever it was. This might be his wife card. Let's just see for. Let me sit here for a minute. I don't want it to hold me up. I gotta come back to it because I gotta say, is that his card? If he getting guided to his path would be prison. That's the only path for him right now. They are noisy, I meant to say. So we have right here, it was down. So when it's down, he needed help from his wife. He needed help from his wife. Follow me? When it's down, he needed his wife to help him be him. Get what it's saying? And able to be himself, be a strong man or whatever it is. He needed his wife, he felt. But he needed to be responsible for himself. I see a card that says it. Okay, it says right here, he had to be groomed to what God created him to be at birth. And let his sounds be heard loud and clear. And he did. Right? So he is the corporate lord. So I gotta focus with the we got the victims, the children is the victims, the wife. So we gotta see which one is which one with the storyline universe, because he murdered his children. So this about him murdering his children. The children didn't do anything to him. So this is something between him and his wife, seem like. So we have, unfortunately, something didn't smell right to his wife. Because he wanted to share some time with his wife. But his wife wanted to rope things off, look like. Rope off mean getting away. Break up. Separate. Get what it's saying? Okay, time away. Space. Life. It says right here, she had to live life by getting healed. Recovery for a brighter future. Eventually, it's going to happen. Eventually. Okay, here it is right here. When losing a spouse to death, you are free. So, her spouse didn't die, but it's going to be where, some kind of way she is separated, divorced, or anything from her husband. That's what's going to be. The separation, or they did separate, anything like that. And it's called a death because there's an end to it. That was a final end. She was done, or whatever was going on there. What she is going to be done. Now she is done. Even if they still married, she's going to get a divorce and get out of this. Because it says that he had to heal himself by coming forward. Or she got to heal herself by coming forward. So it says been a lapse in work. Just the COVID card. So it's been a lapse in work some kind of way, I feel, with that. That's what it usually go with. So I don't know how it was with work with him or with his wife or however stuff is. Okay, universe, you know all about it. It says right here, he need not move fast like a sailor, but he went in fast like a sailor. He didn't have a wise mind like God wanted him to have. So he had a problem with his wife, it seemed like. Okay, he blaming things on. He was adopted by someone, actually adopted, or his parents just didn't give him the love he needed. Follow me. And he blamed it on it. That's why he's a monster. Follow me. So it says right here that he was going to get happy. Well, he was going to get happy if he just went and filled out some applications. God had a job for him. Follow me? So it was transparent that maybe his wife looked at him as a liability because maybe he didn't have work or he wasn't treating her right or whatever. Or if not that, he looked at his children as a liability. Let's just follow. Whoa, shoot. Let's see. Oh, shucks. Wait a minute. Let me get the card. Back, this one fell. Let's see. This one is... something was a racial act. A racial act? What was a racial act? I don't know what race his wife is. It says something about a racial act. Somebody gonna seek justice for sure as far as a racial act. I don't know what the racial act. I don't know what that's about. It's gonna be talking about something, so I don't know about that. I don't know why that's what that is about. But let's just flow. Was that card in here? Let's see. Make sure. Yeah, that's the part, but I don't know. So it says right here, he had to proceed with caution because he had a build-up here. Follow me? To build up, to build the family up, to be the man of the family. Follow me? To be the strength of the family. He needed to look at some kind of, look at the ocean, look at the sea, so he can meditate and think and relax, get his mind straight. He was going to do what he wanted to do to get where he needed to go. Right? Okay. His children needed softness and sensitiveness from him, or he needed it from his wife, or his wife needed it from him. Okay. It says right here that he wanted to know if his wife wanted to know if she could trust him, or he wanted to know if he could trust some man, whoever that was. I don't know. So it says right here that I'm bruised, but I'm still me inside. So I don't know, because we got a card that he saw or heard something over a weekend. So I don't know what that might have been. But anyway, I'm going to take it with his wife. She bruised, but she still her inside. And she got to conquer this. Conquer what? The murder of her children. So I don't know what, with him and his situation. He couldn't control himself in his own skin. Maybe he liked fashion, the children liked fashion, or his wife. It says right here, he was a shark to the children. Follow me? Depression don't last a lifetime. God says for the wife, eventually, she going to have to choose herself. And down the line, down the road, she going to choose her. And that means she chose her not to be depressed the rest of her life. It's going to take some time. She lost her babies. She's going to share and tell and invite in a support group to talk about the loss of her babies. Get what I'm saying? Because the depression is going to set in. But also, he's going to be talking in a support group, and that's going to be court or to his lawyer, because they're going to ask him questions on why he did what he did, things like that. So something is on his skin, the children's skin, or the mother's skin, whatever it is, from burns, scars, rashes, tattoos, cuts, whatever it may be. Get what I'm saying? Anything, right? He got deep feelings about something inside, or he had deep feelings about something inside, but his wife definitely got deep feelings inside, because her children was murdered. But he got deep feelings inside because of the reason why he murdered his children. Not because, it don't seem like because he hurting for his children. It's like the reason why he murdered his children. And it seemed like it's focused on him and his wife and his own problems. Not that the children did anything to him. Because it says parents should not walk away. So some kind of divorce or breakup between him and his wife was going to occur, or anything like that. But also, this usually be children's cards, right? Parents shouldn't walk away. So for him, he walked away because he acted like he didn't know his children. When you harm your children, it's like you don't know your children. It's like you're a stranger to your kids. Will I ever know who born me? This is his kids. Will I ever know who born me? Because they thought they knew their father, but they didn't know their father. Get what the card's saying. They didn't know their father because they thought they knew him, but they didn't, because the card's saying, will I ever know who born me? Because they thought they knew him, but they didn't, because this is what he was capable of. He wanted her to take down the walls for love, his wife, the care, the give in, or whatever he wanted from her. But also the children wanted him to take down the walls for love. Care about me, daddy. Think about me. Let me live, daddy, or whatever their minds could have been thinking. Don't hurt me, daddy, or whatever was going on in their little minds. I don't know if they saw him do it, or their little faces was turned. I just don't know. He wanted his wife to cheat on his achievements. Maybe that he looking for work, or whatever it is he wanted from his wife. But also the children wanted him to cheat on their achievements, to look at the good things about them. They like to plant stuff. They like to build stuff. Whatever good about the children. Get what I'm saying? Okay, it says right here. Either he did some check touching of his wife. That means touching on his wife to see if he can go all the way, to fix the situation between him and her. You get what I'm saying? Anything like that. Or this is just a shortcut card. When you're walking and you do a shortcut to get to where you're trying to go at. Or riding and taking a shortcut. So if he went and chased his little boy down, he probably took some kind of shortcut to try to get to the baby. Get what I'm saying? So we have right here, he had to start being responsible for himself. For no more lack. Be responsible for his own self. Because some kind of way, maybe he had job problems. This man wasn't working good. And he had to start being responsible for himself, because if she breaking up with him, he going to have to fend for herself. That's what it's looking like here. Seems like a breakup was happening. That's what it's looking like. The children didn't do anything to this man. They didn't do anything to him. They did nothing to their father. It was all about his own selfish ways, his own selfishness. That was the most selfish, one of the selfishest acts. I can see somebody killing somebody else, killing their kids or anybody else because of their problem. Because she don't want you. Because she don't want you. You want to kill the children. Because you feel like you're going to hurt her bad. Or you're not going to let her have the children. Because if she could take care of the children, you don't want that. You feel like you ain't letting her take care of them either. You rather see them dead first. So you didn't like eliminated any care you had for your kids. And you just murdered your children. Like they a bug on the floor. You just took your children's lives away and had no feeling in it whatsoever. No, mister, you're not insane. You were sane all the way. You knew just what you was doing. When you loaded the gun, when you went and tracked each child down, you knew just what you was doing. You was very much insane. You knew just what you was doing. And you need to pay the price, because God gonna make you pay the price spiritually. I don't know what the law are gonna do, but God gonna make you pay spiritually. Okay, so this is for you. What a coward. What a coward. Any man that kill children, or any man that kill women. What a coward. This the Brass Love 1 Healer Tarot.